center who posted 16 assists and 5 blocks in the same game?
I can't remember. I mean, I've been around some good big men. Zadrunas Ilgauskas, David West, DeMarcus Cousins, Nikola Jokic. I'm not sure who's had that, but obviously that's what you love about Nikola, man. He took 3 shots tonight, but 4 points, 16 assists, 7 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Thought Jamal was fantastic tonight. Michael obviously shot the ball well, and then off the bench, Reggie and Peyton I thought were really effective as well. So it wasn't the cleanest game. I didn't think our defense was very good tonight, but we did a better job in that third quarter, and that was a point of emphasis coming after the last game. And to go out there and jump them 43-28, holding them to 39% that quarter. I gave our players some credit for understanding the message after the Golden State third quarter and Orlando third quarter, and they responded tonight. So good win. Got a couple days before our next one at Utah, and just got to try to keep on finding that consistency.
Do you think it's a coincidence that Jokic has 16 assists tonight and it's your highest home field goal percentage this season?
No, because if he's getting assists, that means he's finding guys at the rim, he's finding guys from the three-point line, and Nikola and Ogi Stojakovic, one of my assistant coaches, this was their Christmas, for them in the Orthodox Church. So they had a Christmas morning with their families, which was great. They were able to do that, and just like we did on December 25th, it's always good to get a win on the holiday. So we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. We just got to be cleaner with the ball. I think second half we had 13 turnovers for 17 points after only having 2 turnovers in that first half. So playing with the lead, being disciplined, and trying to create as good of habits as we can.
You mentioned Jamal sort of having an infectious quality with guys, and when he's going, it sort of can get other guys going. What exactly do you mean by that? Is there something in the huddle? Can it just get guys fired up sort of mentally? Or
I just think they feed off his energy. I think Jamal is a guy like you can read him. Like my mother told me when I was a little kid, I can read you like a book. I didn't know, what do you mean? You can't read me like a book? And you can. I'd be a bad poker player. And Jamal, you can read very easy. And when he's like locked in and engaged and like walking off the court at the end of the second quarter, I loved it. He's telling all the guys in the hallway, we closed the half well, but hey, it's not about the offense, it's about our defense. We got to get stops. We got to be more consistent on that end. We got to rebound better. So when you have a guy like Jamal, one of your best players, saying that to his teammates, that is holding each other accountable. That is leadership, and we just need more of that. So I love to hear that. But yeah, his energy and his will to win some nights really is infectious. And when he sees that ball go in, man, he's really unguardable.
What went into your decision to play DeAndre Jordan tonight, and what did you think of what he was able to do on the floor?
Yeah, they're such a big team. With they start Duran, who's a young talent. They come in with Wiseman, and they're a great offensive rebounding team. And the one thing you can say about DJ, man, that guy is a monster rebounder. If you looked at last 5 game stats, see, he's not even paying attention. But DJ's rebounding on the season is just incredible per minute. And the other part is, the connection that Reggie and DJ have in pick and roll is. One of my coaches was telling me the stat, and I'm sure it's changed in the last couple of days, but in pick and roll combos that have run over 100 pick and rolls in the season, DeAndre and Reggie are top 10, ahead of Jamal and Nikola. And so there is a chemistry there, there's a synergy there, and they had a couple tonight, and that opens it up for everybody else. It's not just DeAndre, it's the impact on the group. So it was just the rebounding, and obviously I think when he's out there with Reggie, those two just have a tremendous partnership on the court.
Coach, you had Jamal staggered tonight, went down to 9. Just what went into that decision, and is that something you think you'll go to in the future?
Well, I've done it for 8 years now, so we'll probably go back to it. And I wasn't using it, because, Julian's out. He's going to be out for a little while. And I'm sure most people are like, no big deal. I think it's a big loss. Julian's a guy that I would run a lot of plays for, catch and shoot. He can get downhill. And so with no Julian out there, and just kind of getting back to maybe a little bit more of a balance. And that's what we've done all along, as you know, Ryan. And now that minute restriction isn't there, letting Jamal play the first 6 minutes, get him out. So now when he comes back to close the first, start the second, he's kind of the featured guy. You know, when you have the starting group out there, there's a lot of guys you can feature. And, you know, there are nights where, you know, I feel bad, like, man, Aaron, I look at halftime, he's got 3 shots, you know, and people are like, well, Michael got hot early and he didn't get, it's, you know, like, we have such a talented team and the ball finds the open man, how we play. But I just like having Jamal out there when Nikola's off because it gives us more balance, I think. And especially while Julian is out, that's probably something we'll look to continue to do.
Is there sort of a balance there that you have to strike? Because the starters are so good together. The numbers on that are tremendous. But when you have guys that want to get shots and maybe should get shots within the flow of the game just to kind of alleviate some of the other struggles.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a balance. You know, to your point, we have such a talented 5-man unit that was just incredibly efficient all last season. And, you know, so when you think about us going to this year, it's all right, we know what we have with that group. We just won a championship with that 5. Now we're looking to bring along Peyton Watson. We're looking to introduce Julian Strother. We're going to try to piggyback, see what CB can build off of last season. And obviously Reggie, and then whether it's DJ or Zeke at the 5. But I think Jamal with that second unit just kind of balances it out where the non-Nikola minutes aren't so up and down. You know, instead of peaks and valleys, maybe soft rolling hills.
Ben, go ahead, last
The sequence at the end of the third with Peyton, obviously he gets fired up after the play with Sarr, and then he's doing a lot. Are there any lessons to be taken in terms of sort of letting the game get a hold of him with, I think he didn't really get back that fast after the transition dunk on one hand, playing good basketball on the other hand, maybe lessening maturity a little bit there? Yeah,
I mean, every game is an opportunity for Peyton and all of our young guys to mature, grow up, learn. And I loved it when that play happened. I didn't see the push until I saw the replay, and he was fired up. And I love it, man. I love guys that get fired up and get emotional. You know, that shows that you care. But then to your point, there are a couple of times where, you know, we're celebrating after a play, and as we're celebrating, they're running down the court and they're scoring. Or that also happens at times we're complaining with the referee on a no call, and they're running down the court and scoring. So obviously, some things that we can learn from. We gave up 2 free throw box sets tonight. You know, that can't happen. And, you know, we showed one at halftime, and it happened again in the second half. So, like I said, we won the game. We had a lot of guys play well. But as a team, I think we are now 12-3 in our last 15 games. But I don't think we've defended well the last 3 games. You know, to give up 114 on 47 from the field and 38 from 3 and 30 free throw attempts, you know, those numbers aren't good enough for where we want to go.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thanks, everybody.